Hotep Senu and Asenuti Tiren Ishakandugu Kemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is Moorish Sheikh accused of molesting a boy. I didn't put the intro because it's going to be a brief live stream. It's very simple. In one of my videos, I addressed a situation where a Moorish Sheikh was accused of dealing with some boy. And at one point, there was a mention of people investigating, going to his house and finding some pornographic material, maybe child porn. And all I would like, for those of you who are aware of this accusation, to just tell me the name of the person. So really, that's it. So if somebody wants to let me know now, if they are aware of it, feel free to leave it in the chat. Or else, once the live stream is over, then you can just leave a comment. Or if you prefer, you can send an email to me. For those who want, my email address is at the bottom of, not the bottom, but it's in the description of all my videos. Ironically, I talked about it with some Moorish guy, and he was aware of the accusation. Now, he said that this is false. He actually said that this is the person that made him a grand sheikh. But I don't need to mention the dude's name at this point. There was a lengthy video where people went on about this situation. Oh, for the record, the person is deceased. He has passed away. He's no longer alive. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay. Look at the comments. B. Bennett is in the place to be. He wrote, yeah, going to be interesting who is still hanging around this person. Yeah, once again, that person is deceased now. That person has passed away. So, and when I say now, it's not like the person just passed on recently. That person passed on a while ago. I thought that I had addressed it, and I have confirmation because when I spoke to the Moorish guy, I did tell him, yeah, I addressed it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't remember if I actually played what they were saying or if I just shared the link. Because back then, I will be sharing links way more than just playing stuff. But recently, you know that I'd be playing stuff because sometimes the link disappears, people remove videos, or they get their channels, you know, terminated, and then you don't have the stuff no more. And it's quite annoying. So for a good while now, I've taken the habit of getting the interesting part just in case, just for the record. B. Bennett is asking how many people did that grand sheikh molest. Well, I don't, that was a while back, but there was at least one boy. You know, there was at least one boy. And what I'm talking about is a public live stream. It's a public live stream. I don't remember on which channel it was. You see? Oh, for the record, you know, Frankie and his groupies, well, if he's interested in, you know, if he's getting champion session, how come he's not talking about it in France? Punk suckers deflecting. Just today, in my timeline, I shared a video where I talked about pedophiles in France 3 years ago. But those lame dudes, man. Now, for the record, Frankie, aka Sanetta, said that once Polite's case is over, he will be putting up reports of molestation in the Bronx, in Harlem, and he still hasn't done so. He also said that he removed Polite's videos, and if anybody see any of Polite's videos, they should bring it to his attention. Now, the last time I checked on both his channels, the HOK channel and Scam Cheddar Studios channel, his most viewed, most popular videos on each of them is Polite. And that's something. And that's something. That was just for the record. So I'm just gonna chill for a minute. I have a little, I have a few minutes. But yeah, mainly that's the main purpose of this live stream. If you happen to know the name of the Grand Sheikh, if you happen to know the channel that talked about it, or the name of the people that talked about it, because a few people talk about it, if you happen to have the link to that live stream, if it is still available online, and who knows, maybe some other people, play some of it. Sometimes people re-upload full streams or full videos, and sometimes they either re-upload or play part of it. You know what I'm saying? JTV's in the place to be. How you doing, brother? Yeah, I was asking, I was inquiring because I did talk about a Grand Sheikh. Hold on, I got my missus, like they say in England, calling me. Hold on. Okay, I'm back now. Can you hear me okay? You know what, out of curiosity, I want to hear how it sounds. I'll be right back. Yeah, it sounds okay. Yeah, thank you, JTV. Yeah, so in the meantime, if anybody want to address any topic whatsoever, then feel free. And dang, some traffic, man. I'm late for work. Where's the link? Somebody wants to get on the panel, feel free. It can be any topic, it can be any topic. I wanted to go live and deal with some Mother Nature, but then I thought, let me have some rest. Because the brother VB did a few live stream, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really like live streaming at the same time when he's streaming, And usually we try to, make it so we don't stream at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It has happened a few times, but most of the time we try not to go live at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, school has resumed. I'm very happy. What? Jimmy Savile documentary later, BBC on the recording. Well, I'm not familiar with that person. But what was that documentary about? Now, VB wrote, did you know a Moorish dude filed 3 million tax fraudulent return and confessed to recruiting others also? There was a lady, I think she was a Moorish lady, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But she was into some major fraud as well. Major fraud, so she got arrested. The thing is that you have some Moorish people who will follow the doctrine of Drew Ali and maybe a few other people, and they will keep it there, but others take it to the next level and they claim sovereignty, and some of them have went over people's property, people's houses with chains on the gate, you know what I'm saying? And try to use some legal loopholes to say that, they are indigenous and this land now belongs to them. This property belongs to them. So, they got arrested. As many Moorish people who went to jail / prison at some time because they followed some exotic teachings, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. BB wrote, oh, hold on, I have a guest. I didn't even see that. It's my brother JTV from the UK. How you doing, brother? Oh, I don't even hear you, but I'm going to put the volume down because it's a bit loud.
No. So, hi, Shaka, how you doing? We frozen.
Oh man. Man, that's beautiful. So you can have a video playing in the background, man. But BB, JTV, what's up, brother?
No, I was just sorry about that. I'm just eating something. Jimmy Savile. Excuse me.
Oh, it seems like you're breaking up, brother JTV. Well, at least on my end.
Yeah, sorry. No, it's me. What it is, Jimmy Savile. I don't know if you're aware of Steve Coogan.
No.
Steve Coogan's a comedian.
Okay.
A comedian in England, and he's now starring as one of the. He's probably going to go down as one of the most prolific sexual offenders in the UK. The reason being, Jimmy Savile was a TV idol, and he spent a large amount of time abusing children, and now they're doing a documentary about it.
Okay,
So I think
okay.
I think it's really, really important for us to have a look and see what he's done and what's happening to him. And as I said, BBC are coming with their show tonight, and it's a comedian, so he's going to be starring in a very serious role as this tyrant called Jimmy Savile.
Okay, okay. That I saw that stuff online, but I did not remember the name of the person. But I remember seeing that there was a comedian in England who had that accusation. He is advancing age, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he passed away. He
Oh, okay,
died.
okay. Mm.
Yeah, Jimmy Savile is dead. Steve Coogan is a comedian, and he's playing the part of Jimmy Savile. Also,
Mm.
Louis Theroux, if you're aware of him, he's an English documentary guy. He's really good because he actually did a documentary with Jimmy Savile when he was alive. But where Jimmy Savile, where the thing with Jimmy Savile gets so deep is that Jimmy Savile, yeah, he had a more than a hero status. He was admired by people, and he had a children's program, funny enough, called Jimmy Will Fix It. But this guy had and I think that's what he used to smoke a big cigar, and Jimmy Savile was awarded a knighthood by the Queen.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, and also he was linked up with, I mean, the Scotland Yard brought him in for questioning on sexual abuse, and he told Scotland Yard that I'm King Jimmy. So he was very powerful. He got to a stage, and I think it's something to look at of the scale of this paedophilia. Where like we've had Brother Polite, and I think they're at the bottom of the scale, but there's a massive scale in this paedophilia thing, and I think it'd be very interesting to have a look and see how it's being approached from the UK.
All right. And I've
All right.
seen that there's another British dude. Now he's being accused at this point. I don't think he has been formally charged, but I, I don't recall if there is an actual complaint against him or if it's just an accusation at this point. There may be a complaint. This is Katy Perry's ex-husband. I don't remember his
Russell
name.
Brand. Russell
Yeah.
Brand, yeah. Russell Brand. And Russell Brand, I think one of the victims is around 15. Is around 15. So teenagers, still young, still young. We have another prolific guy called Gary Glitter. He was sent to prison. He was traveling to places like Thailand. You've got places like Thailand, Brazil. We also know in the Caribbean, people visit there from Europe. Also, the native guys also have problems with paedophilia. So it's a global thing. Obviously, you've got India, but I think this is very important to just have a look at from a different point of view, and to see how much this can affect and how prolific it is, and how important it is to remove these people from our community and not accept or be apologetic to these people. No time at all.
All right. Hold on. I'm just sending the text, just letting them know that I'll be a little late, just so that they know.
Okay, look, I'm gonna log off now, and have a great day. Safe travel to your workplace.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, brother JTV. Thank you for your input, brother.
Love, brother. Bye bye.
Peace. Hold on. Almost done. And then, oh yeah. Well, feel free. I have like half an hour left. Oh, we covered so much stuff. There's so many videos, so many different topics that we covered to the point where it's difficult to keep track sometimes. Oh, goodness. There's one thing that's really a nice feeling is that, oh, JT is asking who is the grand chick. Well, that's what I'm trying to find out. I want to know his name. There was a live stream, and a few people were dealing with a grand chick that has been accused of molesting a boy, at least a boy. Maybe there was a few children, but I remember that there was a boy in the mix. And from what I remember, if my memory doesn't fail me, they have investigated. They went to the dude's house and they found some pornographic material, maybe child porn to some extent, to some capacity. But that was a while ago, so I cannot remember all the details. And it seems like, some people were trying to cover that stuff, but, So, yeah, that's what I would like to know. I talked about it. I don't remember if I played excerpts of those people dealing with it on that live stream, or if I just share the link. If I was to guess, I would say that I probably share the link, because I don't think that back then I had the habit of really playing, excerpts like that. But over time, like I was saying, you realize some videos are not there anymore, and you address something, and because before I was like, okay, the video is there, that's it. I can share the link, and I used to do that a lot. But over time, sometimes people, for whatever reason, either delete the video or the video was removed. But most of the time, people delete the videos themselves for whatever reason, Like, there's a channel that's very notorious for beefing people. The owner of the channel, he beefs with people, he reveals stuff, and then he makes up, and then he deletes the stuff. And then if you say, oh, yeah, the video is there, and then you cannot show it no more. And then they be real slick, like, yo, show proof, show me. So the way I've been doing it recently, or for a little while, I have it documented, So on my channel, and I save my video, so if, something was about to happen, I have another channel, and I still have it there downloaded, you know what I'm saying? So, but my channel is here to stay. They try to have it, removed, One funny thing, though, is that video where when I talk with this Moorish guy, somewhere that a conversation that Amin Rasquat was mentioned, and I said that, I was no longer with them. And I explained that, they allowed anti-African teaching, Africans are living a jungle life, Africans are not civilized. What I didn't notice then is that in the chat, you had restraining order smash Rockwell. And he wrote, oh, let's talk, because he was always defending the squad, no matter how xenophobic and, But yeah, I didn't notice that. I just noticed that today because I shared the video to a good brother. Yeah. I think he meant to write smash. But I'm trying to be diplomatic now, so I'm trying to say restrain your order smash now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what I was about to say is that studying. I'm in the second year of the Egyptology course, and it starts off with languages. The first year we dealt with languages at the end. That's like it was the last lesson. But now the first lesson deals with language, and there's so much that I have been going through and teaching in my class that we have now. So on the one hand, it's easy for me. On the other hand, it's good to see that I was accurate with what I was teaching. It feels good to see that, the PhD that's giving you classes, that's giving you those lessons, what I'm saying, he's basically teaching the same thing that you've been teaching. And a lot of times, when I go through the museum artifacts, many times you hear me talking about the formula, the Hotep Dinesu. Some people call it Dinesu Hotep, where, we are dealing with that for a starter, Jay addressed VB and wrote he called himself King Jimmy to Scotland Yard. Dang. Well, so some of these cats, they are connected. They know some people, so they feel all powerful and all that, Just like you have those channels where we've seen convicted rapists and child molesters appear on our panel, and people act like he ain't anything, like he's all good. You know what I'm saying? So some of them were kind of feeling untouchable, but they seen what happened to Pedo Light, so they can't go on with that stuff. Not long ago, we heard Reggie talking about he moved or traveled from state to state with Polite. I mean, you can just go. Not long ago, if you could just type in Reggie, you go to my video, my channel. For those who don't know, just happen to stumble upon this video. It's Ma'at Forever, MAAT Forever, all in one word. Just go to the live stream section, and you will see Reggie. Now, he knew about rapes. He talked about it. How he knew about it, I don't know, but he talked about it publicly. He said that some cats will come home from prison and rape dudes in staircases. He said it, I didn't say it. But at one point you hear him talking about, going state to state with Polite. If I'm not mistaken, he even said that he knew Renanted. The girl was underage when she left home and, went to be with Polite. And Frankie said, because she loved you. He addressed Polite, said, because she loved you. But anyway, JTV is asking from 1 to 10, how difficult is the language? It's difficult to answer that way. Yeah, very difficult, because whatever figure or digit I give, some people disagree. And people don't learn at the same pace, at the same speed. But the grammar is very precise. Oh, another thing that I have shared is Dr. James P. Allen, a very renowned Egyptologist. On one of his books, he said that the Medunetjet, the ancient Egyptian language, is the world's oldest attested continuous language. The world's oldest attested language. Now, I have shared another PhD. If I'm not mistaken, her name is Vilonga Ilona Rigolski, but I don't like to make a mistake when I'm saying people's names, so I'm sorry if I made a mistake. But I shared that video so many times where she said that the Medu Neter, the ancient Egyptian language, is one of the world's oldest surviving language. But you hear how many people like to say, oh, we don't know. JTV wrote Jabari's silence is disturbing. It is. Jabari has no problem with at least two members of his organization defending a convicted rapist. Say, what the heck you doing, man? Two of his Shrine of Ma'at members defending a convicted rapist publicly. Jabari Osase has no problem with his member, at least one-time member, Sandra talking sexually about a 3-year-old girl. This is duly noted. This is duly noted. I guess that's how they get down in the Shrine of Ma'at. I'm not making it up. I'm not lying on him. I have about 25 minutes left, so feel free. Leave your comments. Get on the panel if you want to. You can address anything, old, new. You can disagree. It's fine. I don't mind. I did not share that stream in my timeline. I don't know if I'll go live tonight, but I would like to have a live stream going through the Medu Neter, and from now on, for those who don't know, when I be going through the Medu Neter, then consider it that it is open panel. Dealing with the Medu Neter, and every now and then I will have streams like open panel, free talk, questions and answers. So from now on, when you see me dealing, but I would say it anyway. I don't have to go into details. I would just remind people. I can understand if I'm going through the Medu Neter, some people may feel a certain way about addressing something else. They may feel like, oh, I'm off topic, Andrea Burnett is in the place to be. Here we have a Negro Ralph who wrote, as you can see, the chat is open to everybody. I didn't even have time to go to the settings, But Negro Ralph wrote, Tahaka has footage of him breaking in people's home with his child. Say it and so. but like, is it like a security camera? And he added that Uncle Shug has them. Dang. Because I wouldn't expect him to film himself. You know what I'm saying? Getting it, like I don't see him like with a GoPro. Okay, I'm about to break into that person's house, but can you tell us more about this? Like, and that's something. Now, I take it as an allegation. I'm reading what's written in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this. Now, let's try to be diplomatic, though. I'm not trying to censor you. Feel free to speak and say what you want. Once again, I'm not the greatest example because in the last, 4 months, 5 months, maybe 6. Oh, man, I've been cursing people out. But, these people that I've been cursing out, using profanity, they are defending rapists and child molesters. It's an established fact, documented fact. But, yeah, I haven't been a good example in the last few months. I've used so much profanity that was just off the chain. And not only they were defending, and they are still defending for some of them, rapists and child molesters, but their leader, Frankie, made sexual remarks about my 3-year-old daughter. Hold on, wait 1 second. He talked sexually about my 3-year-old daughter, so you know. But man, and I never heard of you know, Tahaka being on the other side, you know. Can you tell us more, Negro Ralph? I'm not gonna call you Ralph. Ralph, can you tell us more about this? Yeah, that's Uncle Shook. Uncle Shook got him with a child walking through people's yard, and his kid has to play lookout. Dang, that's crazy. I could ask Uncle Shook, but I know he's busy. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I did ask him some other time about something, and he did a premiere so I can have the stuff. That was good looking at. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I know it's very busy, and that thing here, yeah, it would be fun to me to see it, but it's not. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not essential. You know what I'm saying? Because it's worse. You know, as we know. Oh, I hear there's a guest. As we know, there's a sex offender on his own paperwork. That's the most important. What's up, VB?
Hey, yo, Shaka, can you hear me? Yeah. Yo, check this out, man. There's this guy, William Harris.
You're breaking up, brother. Hold on. I'm going to put the volume down.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I hear you now. I'm going to put the volume down. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, now I hear you. Go ahead, brother. How you doing? Yeah, I hear you.
This guy, William Harrison in Maryland, right? That he molested he was a businessman. A businessman, they say, molested a lot of kids, boys and girls, right? And he actually died not too long ago, man.
But that wasn't a Moorish dude, was it?
No, I don't know, because I can't find no pictures of him or any other information about him other than he was a businessman. And that and I forget what county in Maryland, some county in Maryland, but there's if you Google William Harrison, he molested a lot of kids. And
but I don't think it's the one though, because that Moorish Sheikh or Grand Sheikh, from my recollection, I don't think it transpired that they went to the law. You know, like they you know, it looks like it was some internal thing, you know. A lot of these groups, you know, like many Hebrew Israelites, they have private courts, Hebrew courts.
Oh, right.
So they, you know, they give the dude a slap on the wrist and they say, don't do it again. You know what I'm saying? When they molest children, you know. And the second time they may say, okay, you have to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Oh, well.
They're different.
Too bad for them. The other victims, William Harrison's victims got justice though. Some sort of justice. I read one got a civil case for $400,000. That's not a lot considering the fact that dude is just screwed your life over, basically, you know, raped you. But in any case, victims should come forward. Don't let these perpetrators run around. You don't know if they're out there doing it to other people if you don't do something about it. So, you know, don't let people talk you out of speaking up and doing something about it. Actually, do the right thing. I'm out, Shaka.
Yeah, do the right thing indeed. Brother, did you see that comment from Ralph? It's a strong accusation. Like, you know what? I may change my mind and ask Uncle Shub, you know what I'm saying? But he may take him time to find that video because he has so much. I think he said he had 8 terabytes of footage. But
yeah, that's what he's saying.
Like to have your child on the lookout, but it's an allegation at this point. I'm just reading what's in the chat. But you know, like I was saying, yeah, the sex offender on his own paperwork, that's what needs to be addressed, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, we can't.
And folks ain't doing nothing but giving him a pass. That's all they doing right now.
He's in the past about that, indeed. And you know, but we're going to remind people every now and then. We cannot force him to address it. he acted like he was about to address it. You know, well, JTV lifetime slash registered sex offender. So it was one of the two. You know what I'm saying? So most likely he was probably registered, and it's possible that the time period may have been, I don't know, 10 years or maybe 20 years. And then it kind of has expired, or maybe it's on a different registry. Maybe
You saw a
it's
Slash?
in a
I
different
didn't see
place.
no Slash. You saw a Slash?
Oh,
Uh,
VB,
any case, Slash don't matter because
yeah,
it's like you
I'm
won't
sorry.
know. We won't know which
Yeah,
one it is if that's the case anyway. So we have to assume it's not a Slash.
no, 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 it is slash. It cannot be both. The paperwork says lifetime slash registered sex offender. So yeah, it cannot be both. It's one of the two. You know,
Okay.
I mean that's
So it
that's
says
that's
yes.
how I understand it. That's how I understand it. I may be wrong, but
Uh,
because otherwise they
it
wouldn't
says
have put
yes
the slash.
though.
They would have
So
put
what does yes
lifetime
mean?
registered sex offender.
I mean, what does yes mean?
Oh, yes means what I mean. We know what yes means.
Yes means yes. You
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, it says why. It says why, but he read it. He said yes. They checked. He said it himself,
exactly.
and
Yeah.
he authenticated
Yeah.
the validity of the document because he said he wanted to use that,
It's the one he picked up himself.
yeah, for the documentary about his life. So
Yeah.
that document is legit. That's his own document. You know what I'm saying?
That's
He
his
didn't
own
say that's a
document,
fake
man.
doc. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
No. It's his own. He said it's his own document.
He said it, yeah. He didn't say it's doctored, it's Photoshop, it's fake. You know what I'm saying? It's a legit document. So there it is. The document is there. He showed it himself. And
Yep.
really, he showed it because Tariq Nasheed showed it first. Now, when I say first, okay, maybe some other people showed it because the irony is that I reviewed the video when he came on my panel. What's the title? For those who are interested. Oh, let me look for the title. Hold on. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share the link. Okay, let me share the link. That's even better. He mentioned it actually. He mentioned that some people came up with some document where it says, sex offender. You know what I'm saying? So here, I have it in the chat. But for those who are not in the chat, let me say the title. Hold on. The title is Hotep, Kemetic People, and Others. And I think it was around February 2022. But you have the link in the chat here anyway. So yeah, but the way he mentioned it, to me, it's like, okay, that's like, like a fake document, because it's like they came up with a document. Now I'm paraphrasing, but he didn't say they came up with my document or my paperwork, But hold on. Unc Shug was beefing with Tahaka, talking about how they take care of their fans and expose Tahaka kids on drugs and pills. Well, if they are underage, I don't really want to, deal with that. And really, even if they're not underage, I'm not really used to dealing with people's family members like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they speak publicly, or people talk about certain individuals publicly. But it's a shame. But that happens to many people. So some people, like, you can give them a good education and be in their life, and they will choose, to do stuff that you will not approve of. So yeah, that's a shame. But Uncle Shug, when he goes in all the way. Like, he like, it's best not to mess with Uncle Shug, because the things that, he will go in, but he will have receipts. But yeah. Yeah. You see there, VB?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm making some what do you call it? Kung Pao, General Chow's chicken. I'm sorry. So I'm in the kitchen, preparing the batter and stuff. But yeah, I'm listening, man. I mean,
Yeah,
personally, me, I'm not. I don't think it's necessary to deal with people's kids
yeah,
and family
yeah,
members and things like that because it's just a distraction from the target. Even if the
yeah,
child is not acting right or not doing well, they're still a kid and they can always change their life around.
yeah,
So
yeah. Indeed, indeed. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, what's the point? And they're not to blame for their parent. So it's kind of like, but if somebody talks about your child, then I could understand a person wanting having the desire to maybe match that. But for me, generally speaking, I would just say I don't think it's tasteful. I'm not up for it. But you never know. I could change my mind because this conscious community can be some a drag. They got different rules, bro. They got different rules, and some
Well,
of them will try to
I
drag
would
you
say they have no
down.
rules at all.
Yeah, they will try to drag you down to the lowest level. So, some of them will because they got no rules. So, I mean, it's up to you how far you go, how far you match them. But I would say in that kind of thing, ultimately you can't win because all you can really do is prove how low you're willing to be also. You know what I'm saying? That's ultimately what they want because they don't have no damn rules. You know? And when you're going down so low, you just better be prepared. You better have all the things you need already because other people don't want their kids attacked. If they see you attacking somebody's child, then why wouldn't they think, why won't you attack mine? Right?
Yeah,
That's the next thing you
yeah.
think. What's stopping you from attacking my kids? What's stopping you from attacking? So when they see you do that, that's the first thing I think a logical person would think about. But then if you talk to them and then you show them that nah, this person was just doing this to me, and eventually I just they expose my some people will understand that too, and I get it. But ultimately, people should try to avoid it. I would say it's better to avoid that stuff, man.
Yeah, I
I,
agree.
I, I actually said that yesterday when I was looking at one of those videos on Tahaka. I said I wasn't really. I saw they started mentioning his kid and stuff like that. Actually, and I went back today and just erased that part off the video because I was like, I don't need to see. I don't need to know about that. I'm not really interested in it myself. Yeah, so I erased the shit myself, man, from my own video, just to yeah, just for my it's my own taste, sense of taste. I don't expect everybody to do the same. I don't. It doesn't matter to me, but for me, it's just I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, so I see what you mean. I see what you mean. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up,
But they
man.
be attack. They be some people attack. You seen people. You hear Frankie talking about people's kids, families, and all that just right off the bat, talking about them. You don't even give a damn. Who you are. Or it's just like your kid's going to get attacked. You're going to your family. So that's how some people get down, bro. I'm not trying to be Frankie. So. But yeah, man, it's gonna be good to figure out who this Moorish dude is. I hope some folks come up with some more info.
Yeah, I hope so as well. And sometimes it's quick. Sometimes it may take a few weeks or a few months. Somebody stumbles upon a video and say, "Oh, here it is." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, out of
Hmm.
curiosity. But at the end of the day, man, there's so many of these cases, and we have seen how so many people get a pass, how it is being swept under the rug. And still to this day, Frank Gary Sandler is still withholding information about some molesters. And he said it himself live on air on his own panel in the Bronx and Harlem.
Yeah,
You know,
there's a
so
lot of people comfortable with withholding information. So that's the sad part about it too. Yeah, but my advice is you don't whatever bothers your conscience, you know, don't let it sit. Don't let it be. Don't let the issue stay there without you doing something about it. I mean, but to me, I just ultimately think you don't owe any person, any molester, any quarters. You don't owe them safety. You don't owe them privacy. You don't owe them secrecy. You know what I'm saying? So I just, it makes me feel a little funny how a lot of people go out of their way to provide those things to folks that's, pedophiles, basically. So it's weird, man. It's weird, brother. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Much
Yeah,
appreciated.
thank you, Sister Andrea. And here
I
you
hope you
see,
got.
yeah, go ahead, brother, go ahead.
Oh no, she was flying yesterday, so I guess she got where she was going. Guess she got where she was going. Well, safely.
Oh, maybe you were breaking up, but can you come again, please, brother?
Oh, okay. No, Andrea was flying yesterday. She was hopping on a plane, so I guess she got where she was going safely.
Oh, she was on the plane. Okay, okay. All right.
Yeah. Now this dude
Okay.
Ralph said Tahaka Bay had a fallout with Inky. Inky had paperwork on Tahaka, beating women and kids. I mean, that paperwork I seen that paperwork, man.
The funny thing, is that that video that I shared. Now kids, I'm not sure, but that video that I shared when he came on my panel, I brought it up to him at one point. You know what I'm saying? But he said that basically the baby mouth drama. You have an argument or whatever, and then she calls the police. Or yeah, he hit me. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of I didn't really took it thus far. But when you have paperwork, it's different. You know what I'm saying? But people can lie on you. You know what I'm saying? Because that happened to me. My son's mother, she assaulted me, and then went and filed a complaint saying that I assaulted her, and she had injuries. So she either did it to herself, or she asked somebody else to do it. Most likely, she did it herself. Because there's not many people who will be willing to just hit some. I mean, some people would go that far, but so yeah,
right.
She. But luckily I had the audio, that I put up. You mentioned it. Like I put it up like 7 years ago or so, because I knew she was gonna tell everybody, yeah, you see, he hit me. And the neighbors begging her to stop hitting me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, sometimes, but then again, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.
But it don't sound like that because it doesn't sound like a case of that here because it's written down. Once you go to the authorities and you write it down, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and they examine it. It's up to the authorities. It's the authorities, bro. And in this case, you can see there's all kinds of paperwork on it, and it's just. And then look at what you're dealing with. You're dealing with the fact that a lot of his cases. They start way back at a very young age. I mean, and these are some really weird cases like armed robbery. I mean, you take a gun to a pizza shop, you pull the gun out on somebody, risk killing them for $200. I mean, another one, they put a sawed-off shotgun to somebody's head. I mean, then he gets caught. They get caught for these things, man. Then there's domestic abuse. It's all mixed up in abuse. Then he assaulted one of the ladies that they robbed. So I don't know. It's not looking too good. So when you add the domestic abuse together with the also the sexual assault thing that's on his record and these robberies, I mean, it's just kind of like over the years. I mean, it makes a pretty compelling case that you're not dealing with the type of individual we would normally want to lead us or get advice from.
It's like it's not just one case here and there. Like it's you can't be with a chick and she gonna hit you, you're gonna hit her back. And in this world of feminism, they're gonna say, oh, he hit a woman. They're gonna forget about the girl hitting you. But here it's kind of a different scenario. Like it seems like it's a pattern, but I mean, at this point, really, I'm definitely mostly concerned about the sex offender mentioned on his own paperwork that he's shown to the world on his own panel, live on air. And that goes back to what I was saying.
Yep.
Actually, I got carried away when I first knew about it. Now he had mentioned it to me, but I didn't remember that he basically mentioned that some people came up with some stuff. But when Tariq Nasheed went live and he showed it, and he said, "Look, man, this guy's a sex offender," and he showed the paperwork, and that's when he played what Tariq Nasheed said, showed the paperwork, confirmed that it's legitimate, that it is valid, and acted like he was going to clear that up, and even said that people don't know how to read. If black people knew how to read, then we would be better off. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then he went from that to an altercation he had with somebody. So he evaded the situation on purpose. Yeah. So there is something that he's concealing. There's something that he's hiding. There's something that's inconvenient about that sex offender mentioned on his own paperwork, But like you said,
absolutely,
he's getting the pass. He's getting the pass.
Getting the pass. He's definitely getting a pass.
In the conscious community, he's getting the pass. And you have to wonder why. Does he have stuff from other people? You know what I'm saying? Or does he have business? Yeah, go ahead, brother.
It's this cult stuff, man. I mean, it's the allure of the cults. Like there's this allure behind being a Moor. There's this allure in the black community. There's this allure behind being a Hebrew Israelite. There's a allure behind being in a lot of groups, and people start feeling like getting the feeling like that they can't address issues like that, and that they're supposed to protect the people. As long as they say they're in these cults, you protect them, and that just leads to more lawlessness, man. Essentially, more abuse. I mean, it's led to this stage you at now, pretty much. I mean, you could look and you could see there's a long history of all these groups, man, with sadly criminality. Again, if you want to be involved in criminality, man, don't take people's beliefs and religion and concepts about their history and especially the thing about the Black Holocaust. Don't mix that up with your criminality. Just admit that you did this because of you. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of harms everybody else that doesn't go that deep down that path. You know what I'm saying? Who really do take these subjects seriously, man. That's what I think the most shameful thing is, and that's where I think the pass is given, man. Because as long as you have people like this running around, the real ones won't be able to step up. These guys, the fake ones, take up too much space, bro.
You said the fake ones taking too much space.
Yeah, basically.
It reminds me, the saying, "It's only so long fake ones can pretend." Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Absolutely, man. It really, it's for real, man.
Well, I guess we can end on this, man. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, if somebody be able to enlighten us about the situation. I was curious, and if somebody can find the live stream, then this time, if I didn't then, because I tried different searches for titles. I tried Grand Cheek and Boy and blah blah blah, but this time I'll make sure that I put a title that I will remember and I'll be able to retrieve while doing a search, and of course I will play some portion so we can hear those people dealing with the matter, and of course we'll have the name of the person. You know what I'm saying? So we have that for the record, so we can have an idea of which chapter or temple would have allegedly defended the cat. You know what I'm saying? But it is clear from what they said that some of those Moorish people did not go for it. You know, they confronted the guy to the point of going to his house, and that's where they found some pornographic material. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just for the record, you know, I'm not trying to say like, you know, that's how Moors get down. You know, it's not what I'm trying to say. You know, but thank you, brother.
Yeah, they better. They better.
Yeah,
They better do that. You know what I'm saying? And also, I mean, if they was really tight, they can make Tahaka go on record and talk about this shit. We're straight up about it because it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
oh, it's definitely not a good look at all. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we'll see. We'll see. You know, sometimes you know people get a pass, but it may not be a lifetime pass. You know what I'm saying? It may come to the point where the person feels compelled, not to say forced, to address it. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. It's up to the so-called conscious community. You know, because there's some people we don't need to name. They don't have a problem, you know, going publicly and giving shout outs, you know, encouragement to people like that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, seems like, you know, at this point, the person really knows, you know what I'm saying? Because the person, you know, took it upon herself to disrespect us some more, calling us some other efforts and, you know, making other reference, you know, alleging homosexuality, which is false. So, the person knows that's for sure. The person knows very well, and the person is silent. You know, so we even have some advocates against child molestation, against sex offenders that are silent about some sex offenders. So this is duly noted, but I ain't gonna lose sleep over that. You know, because other people who are not okay, they will talk about it. They will ask, they will demand answers, you know. But anyway, brother VB, thank you for being there. Thank you for
No doubt, bro. We
Yeah.
rap later.
yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jamil Davis, Ralph, Andrew Burnett, JTV. I think I got about everybody that came through. If not, forgive me. Shout out to the Ma'at Forever team, all the people who are supporters, and also all the people who are subscribers. You know, even the people who don't come when I'm live streaming. When I say who don't come, I mean who don't get on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Even the people who don't necessarily participate in the chat. You know, anybody that just watch the channel. Shout out to all of you. I know that some people share the videos, and I don't say it often, but remember to like the video. If at least there's one thing you can do is to like the video. And also, for those who don't know, okay, I ain't gonna say it now. They're gonna say, "Oh, you're using that to get some donations." So I'm gonna leave it there. But if people want to make donation, you do have the links. You know, you do have the links, so you will know how to make donations. It's in the description of the video. All right. Stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to by the net channel, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue, I state facts. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Do I to do on a channel? Hotel.